So, welcome to Party Select, the podcast where two dudes and a guy who's their friend, you decide who's who, talk about the best thing there is, and that's video games. I'm Kyle, I'm your host on today's episode of Party Select Podcast. I'm joined in the top left by my brother Shay. Welcome, Shay.
Hello. Hi. Thank you for having me.
And our collective best friend, Cody. Hello, Cody.
Hi there. I'm not the host of today's Party Select podcast.
You better not. You better back down, sir. I'm going to spritz you with a water bottle like an angry cat. Is it angry cats that you do, or is it just like any cat that's misbehaving that you spritz?
Yeah, bad kitty.
It's a. Ooh.
I would say don't spray a cat with water.
But it's like to like
don't do
stops
that.
them from being little shits, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That just feels.
Is it like
bitch?
Like I'm not
gonna spray that bitch.
I'm not gonna spray my kid. It just feels cruel.
Kid's different.
A kid is a human. Cats aren't.
Kids like water. Cats don't.
Yeah. See, if I was a kid and I got sprayed with a water bottle, I wouldn't like it.
No,
I probably would. I'd like to.
I guess
sprayed.
like if it's hot out, maybe. Like cold water on a hot day. Like they sell fans that do that.
I was at the zoo today.
Yes, that you are in control of.
Yeah.
Periodically they have those like large industrial fans with misters.
Yes,
like,
sure.
You're walking through. Man, I'd love one of those in my bedroom. I'm telling you right now. If I could just have that constantly spraying, dampening me.
Sleep in a wet bed.
Oh, you just want to be wet all the time.
I want to be wet, baby.
Just like mildly damp.
Covered in rashes, like head to toe.
Oh, yeah.
Big fan of
frogging
rashes.
it.
Big rash.
Frogging it.
Well, obviously, if you can't tell, we're here to talk about video games. Specifically, the worst video games in the year 2002. Full disclosure, we have a list here. Let me go ahead and switch scenes. This is our list of 13 very bad, no good video games from the year 2002. This is pulled from Wikipedia. These are U.S. release dates that we go by here. So some of these games may have come out in prior years or later years in different countries. We're talking about strictly U.S. release dates. So the way we do things here, we talk about all the games on the long list. We give you, the folks, the listeners, the watchers, the viewers at home, a little bit of information about each video game. And then our goal is to winnow down the long list into a shorter list, and then the shorter list into a bottom three. And then we do rank them 1 to 3, 1 being the worst video game of 2002, 3 being the third worst. There are no winners here. Just because it is a number 1 does not mean it has won. It actually means
a dishonor to be nominated.
Correct. Every single time. All of these video games on the screen. Awful video games. You might feel differently at home. If you do, at any point during this video or listening to the podcast, you can hop on the social medias or in the comments section or send us an email at podcast.
No.
What is it?
PartySelectPod at gmail.com.
There you go.
Podcast.
See, I was trying to give you a layup there.
I was ready.
I
as soon as you
it.
said send us an email, my ears perked up.
I remembered it. I just wanted
pay attention if he fucks this up
to be able to participate. It's really hey, we're gonna talk about the long list video games now. Are you both ready to go down these absolute stinkers?
Let's do it.
Okay, Shay, you are starting us off in we're alphabetical here in the A's.
Yes. The second most hilarious name on this list.
Yeah.
Antz Extreme Racing, which came out for the PS2, Xbox, and Windows computer, developed by Supersonic Software and published by Empire Interactive. We also, we give the scores. In this era, a lot of different consoles would get different scores. So according to Game Rankings, PS2 has a 42, Xbox has a 44, and PC at a mighty 24 aggregate score.
That's rough. Because like a lot of times what would happen is different studios would make different versions of the game or do ports of the game for different systems. Especially when it comes to licensed properties, that would happen a lot. And believe it or not, Antz is a licensed property, and it is a real stinker. After Antz Extreme Racing, we have Blade 2, another licensed video game, which came out on the PS2 and the Xbox, developed by Mucky Foot, which turns out to be kind of what the game looked like. Yeah, an apt name. Published by Activision, unfortunately for them, with a Metacritic score of 49 on PS2 and 53 on Xbox. Following up Blade 2, we have Gungrave, which released on PS2, developed by Red Entertainment, published by Sega, with a Metacritic of 65.
Following Gungrave, we have Ice Age for the Game Boy Advance, developed by Game Boy Advance with no D or with a D?
No D.
Game
No
Boy
D.
Advance.
Advance.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do also say advanced when I say it.
Yeah. It's weird to just leave it as Advance.
Yeah, feels bad. Bad mouth feel.
Artificial Mind and Movement developer and published by Ubisoft with the game rankings of 46. Then we have Metal Dungeon for the Xbox, developed by Panther Software and published by Zycat Interactive with a Metacritic of 44.
Panther Software is a good name. That's
Sure.
a cool name.
Yeah.
After Metal Dungeon, we have Shadow Man, Tuekend Coming. Or actually, Second Coming, but the S in second is a 2.
This was the most hilarious
this
title
is
in
the
case
worst
it wasn't
thing.
obvious.
Yeah. Which released for the PlayStation 2, developed by Acclaim and published by Acclaim with a Metacritic of 68, which is too high.
Then we have Shrek Super Party for the GameCube, PS2, and Xbox, developed by Mass Media and published by TDK Mediactive. Always a fan of Mediactive. Just shove two words together and make a new word.
Right.
Game Rankings has this at a 44 on GameCube, 46 on PS2, and 39 on Xbox. Following Shrek Super Party is Simpsons Skateboarding for the PS2 by Mass Media and the Code Monkeys. This was published by EA and Fox Interactive with a Metacritic of 38.
Ouch.
Up next, we have Sneakers for the original Xbox, developed by Media Period Vision, published by Microsoft with a Metacritic of 28.
Is that? No. Okay, so what's the lowest? Antz Extreme Racing on the PC is the lowest so far.
Yes.
By 4 points.
After Sneakers, we have Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. That's right. He's not fast enough to avoid my laser gaze, my iron judgment, which released on the GameCube.
Laser Gaze sounds like a really good band name.
That's Gaze, by the way, not the other spelling.
No, the band name would be Gayz.
Correct.
Oh, right.
All right, so Sonic...
Lazer Gayz.
Yes. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle is a little bit of a special case. This is kind of just a re-release of Sonic Adventure 2 with some extra stuff, kind of an update port for the GameCube. This is where I played it because we didn't have a Dreamcast growing up, so that's why it's on this list. Normally, we'd be like, it's just kind of like a re-release, so it's not worth talking about. But I specifically wanted to talk about this version of it because I didn't talk about the Dreamcast one prior.
Wow, but we couldn't have Super Mario Advance on the list, huh? We make special exemptions sometimes.
Look, I didn't want to have a fight.
If we're talking about bad games,
just said,
the rules are out the window when it's bad games, because who cares?
Cody, to your benefit and detriment, you aren't as annoying when you don't get your way as my brother is. Fair. And so I just said, fine, we'll include it.
Nice.
Next on the list.
Well, hold on.
Spyro.
So, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, developed by Sonic Team USA, published by Sega, has a Metacritic of 73, and that number should be flip-flopped.
Mm-hmm. Now we have Spyro Enter the Dragonfly for the GameCube and PlayStation 2 by Equinox Digital Entertainment and published by Universal Interactive. Metacritic has a GameCube at 48 and PS2 at 56. And then our penultimate game, Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones for Game Boy Advance by David A. Palmer Productions.
The president from 24?
Yes.
He made this video game?
Yeah, multi-talented man.
Incredible.
Published by THQ with a game rankings of 39.
And our final video game on the list, number 13, lucky number 13, The Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring, for PS2, Xbox, and PC, developed by WXP on Xbox and Surreal Software on PS2, published by Black Label Games, with a Metacritic of 59.
WXP is probably my favorite OS Microsoft has put out.
Windows XP,
Like my
yeah.
lifetime. Yeah, it's pretty good.
I did like Vista.
Vista's
I liked
good
Vista.
too, yeah.
After that, it's shit. Okay. We need to talk about some of these video games because we're gonna have to start cutting and getting the list down.
Yes.
Let's do in order of our video boxes: Shay, Cody, me, and then we'll kind of wrap around. The first video game to cut, Shay.
Yes. We can cut Spyro Enter the Dragonfly. I mostly just wanted to say this game as a part of the long list because of how wildly disappointing it was.
Sure.
Had moved to a new studio to develop it, and it lacked a lot of the creativity and, I don't know, interesting things. Like, it felt like another one, which was very disappointing at the time. It was also
this the first
pretty
PS2
short.
one? This is like the first one on the new generation of consoles as well. Is that true?
That's possible. That's actually probable, given that it came out in 2002.
Yeah.
But my favorite thing is that Ted Price, former president of Insomniac, makers of the originals, played this game, and he hated it. So
Always
like,
a good
he
sign.
publicly hated it.
Always
So
a
that
good
should
sign.
tell you kind of all you need to know. But yeah, it's certainly the least bad of these 13 games. Just very disappointing. And we've talked about Spyro in the top games in previous podcasts, and this I think deserves to be in the bottoms.
Okay. Cody, I do you have anything you want to say about Spyro, Cody? I think I'm good.
No, I've never played it.
Okay.
Never played it.
Alrighty.
So here's what I'll say. I did some cursory analysis of these games, as you know, us professionals do when we're making these.
Right.
things.
We are consummate professionals, yes.
I want to do a quick comparison on the licensed GBA games that we have here, namely Star Wars and Ice Age.
Okay.
Star Wars, while also looking fucking awful, at least has some pretty competent pixel art and animations.
That's fair.
Ice
The
Age
animations
looks-
are crazy. The
Ice Age
animations are
looks awful.
so fluid and weird
they're
looking.
very smooth, almost like rotoscoped. in a
Yes,
way.
it looks like
Yeah.
they like motion tracked human
Yes.
beings,
Right.
and pixelated them. It's very bizarre looking.
It also has like these weird first person flying levels,
Yes,
which are kind of
Those-
cool. I mean, those are
No.
clearly terrible, but like a cool idea anyways.
they're so, because this game I've played. A lot of these games, a lot of us have not played. That's just happened to work out that way this year. I have played Attack of the Clones. Those first person flying levels are ass. There's so much going on. It's like it looks 2D when you're moving, and so it's just really hard to know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
Those
Now-
are the worst part of the game. They're worse than the side-scrolly lightsaber stuff.
The sprite work in Ice Age, man, that doesn't even look like Manny. That doesn't even look
no.
like Manny.
It's ass. It's ass.
It's really, it looks like original Game Boy graphic. I mean, it's like
Yeah.
truly 8-bit.
Yeah.
And the music is terrible.
And the
in
music
Ice Age.
sounds fucking awful.
Yeah. Here's what I'll say.
They were made
Here's what
for
I'll
two
say.
slightly different demos.
Yes, Ice Age is very clearly a young kid game compared to Attack of the Clones, which is a medium kid game. I think Ice Age is probably worse, but
Yes.
I have to get in a last dig at Attack of the Clones. The story in that game is told through still screenshots of the movie that they have layered a pixelated effect on top of.
Oh my.
And it's just text on a screen, and there is no music. It is silent.
That's like
are silently
what was that
reading
Batman game that did the
stills.
Batman Beyond game?
Yeah.
Did
Yes.
that?
Yes.
Yeah. Interesting. That's
I
no
think
good.
Ice Age is worse, but it's pretty close.
I mean,
but
should
I
they
do
should they
think-
both stay? Because they're both kind of stinkers. They're both pretty stinky stinkers. Did they
I
both
just
stay
don't know,
for now?
man.
Maybe.
My other one was going to be...
There's a lot of bad
Again,
shit.
I haven't
you're
played,
right.
I don't think, at all but one of these games I don't think I've played. But looking into them, Blade 2 kind of looks pretty badass. Like, Blade 2 looks like a game I would maybe have played.
Man, no.
I don't know. It looks kind of cool.
Look, I played I'm an expert in the first Blade on PlayStation 1. This game, I'm not going to say it's worse, because it's clearly not worse than the original Blade game. This Blade 2 is complete ass. It is the worst movie, and even though the jump to the next generation did it some favors, I think there's less platforming in it than in the first one, which is a net positive. I still think it just plays like ass. It plays so badly. The camera's awful.
It looks like Batman Arkham, but without effective parry dodge mechanics. And like, I think because I've not played it, but watching a lot of gameplay, the most hilarious thing to me was seeing how much health you have and how little damage enemies do to you, because you're just getting wailed on the entire fucking time.
I just watched him throw a little like shuriken thing and cut 3 dudes' heads off. Like, that was pretty cool.
And the guns seem like decently cool, but the camera looks real bad, and the music is also terrible. It's like the same song the entire game, just on repeat in every level.
Okay. Well, if we're gonna save that one too,
I think we can cut. I am pro cutting Blade too. I just want to sing its praises of how bad it is.
Yeah, that's tough. Blade 2 sucks. Looking at some of the other games, like looking at both those Game Boy Advance games,
I mean,
Blade
this is certainly better than
around.
those.
Yes, I think you're right.
That's a good rubric. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I think we can cut Gungrave.
I agree.
This is a game none of us have played, but I
have
did
played
wanna,
Gungrave.
Oh, you have? Okay.
Yes.
I did want to talk about it because it looks awful.
Yes.
Like, because it's going for
it
like
also
a cell
sounds awful.
Yes, yeah. It looks like it's going for like a cell shaded look, but everything just manages to look super flat and weird. It's an adaptation, right? Like
it's an anime or a manga or something. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't imagine. All the animations are like crazy stiff. The camera also sucks. That was pretty common back in 2002 with a lot of these early PS2 3D games. Camera tended to be pretty bad for a lot of these action games. But it's like, I don't know. It felt like they were trying to go for a style to like evoke the animated origins of the franchise or the IP. But it just translated into something that looks really muddy and like hard to discern what anything, like it's hard to know what you're looking at a lot of the times. It's
very messy. The gameplay is equally messy. So I had a friend who, like, when Devil May Cry came out, it was like his favorite game. And then he saw Gungrave and he was like, this is similar kind of vibe to Devil May Cry. Very different gameplay, but like, let's check this out. And we like hung out and we're playing it, and it doesn't play at all like Devil May Cry. It's very, muddy is a good word for it.
Yeah.
It's like, again, I go back to the audio and not like the music, but specifically because you're shooting things the whole time. And like you swing your big gun around and hit guys with it, but you're just nonstop shooting. And like, so the sound of your gun firing and the sound of like bullet, like shell clatters is just constant. And it's like, so I was watching gameplay of it and I had like a very vivid memory of the like sensory overload that I had when playing it, which is maybe intentional, but it's very unappealing.
Yeah, it reminded me a lot of like Drake of the 99 Dragons. I don't know if you guys have seen any gameplay of that. Giant Bomb did a play club run of it in the recent past. Dan played it. That game is really, really bad. This does not look as bad as that even. but it has a lot of that same kind of like animated show adaptation energy, where it's just like it's trying to get by on the IP, and there's just not a whole lot there to prop it up otherwise.
Yeah. It has that like 90s attitude to it. That 90s
Yes.
cringe, grunge, like
Yeah.
super hardcore kind of vibe, which retrospectively is not a great vibe. But yeah, it's messy. It's a messy game.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we are killing that one.
Yeah, despite
We should
everything
cut
we
it.
just said about it, don't worry, there are worse games on this list.
Yeah, there are. Man, I came into this thinking that I was going to advocate for this game more, but I think looking at everything else that's on here, I would cut Fellowship of the Ring. We played this game, and we did not get very far when it came out, because the beginning of it is very, very bad when you play as Frodo. The latter parts of the game where you play as Aragorn and there's more combat, and then Gandalf and there's like combat and some like puzzly stuff, is like not as bad as the beginning, but the beginning is very long. It's like a couple hours of being in the Shire playing as Frodo, and it's super boring.
Yes.
And the game, it looks really bad. Like
It
it's very
looks
ugly.
terrible.
But I don't think there are some heavy hitters on here. And so like
I mean,
this
I
game really
have
pissed
my
me
story.
off.
Yeah, I have my story of not being able to get past the ring wraiths. We have to
The ring
throw
wraiths.
rocks to distract them.
Yep.
Like renting it from Hollywood Video and like for days just trying to get past that, and like
Yeah.
because you can't save before that, and it's like a solid 30 to 40 minutes of cutscene running around, fucking around stuff, and then that happens. You have no opportunity to save, and so when they catch you, it's a game over, and you have to do all that shit again to get back to that point. I did that I don't know how many fucking times, and I just could not do what the game was trying to ask of me. And so I never got past that. And I bought the game over the last year with the intent of going, and the strategy guide, with the intent of going back in and redeeming myself. I have not yet, so I can't speak to it potentially being any better in the later game.
Right.
This one is on my list of like, man, I've beat Dark Souls. Certainly I can get past the ring wraiths in Fellowship of the Ring. But maybe not. I don't know.
Maybe not.
But this game is in my little black book of video games I want to assassinate.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bummer. That game's a bummer.
Thank
Especially
God
with
for
how
Two
good
Towers
Two
and
Towers and Return of the King are.
Thank
Yeah,
God
I mean,
for
different
those.
studios made it, to be
Totally.
clear, but
Yeah.
I think we can cut it.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're saying it gets better after that, then sure.
It does.
All right, Kodu.
Can we talk about the Sonic in the room? There are worse Sonic games. This game
but
is
not-
probably
but not worse
of
games
the-
in 2002.
This game, if
I
I
know,
were
I
to say,
know.
if
If
I
there
were
were
to
no
say
Chow-
what's the best Sonic game I've played, it would be this one.
Yeah, but that's still like a 1 out of 10.
I don't know.
Look, man, I hate Sonic. Like, I was watching gameplay of this, and I was like, yeah, this looks like another shitty 3D Sonic game.
Fucking
Like, it
sucks.
didn't look-
there are worse.
Okay.
There are worse.
There are way worse, but it also still fucking sucks. And those games didn't come out in 2002.
Right. I'm saying it looked bad, but it didn't look special in a bad way. It didn't look specially bad, uniquely bad.
I played and beat that video game this year, okay? It was a bad fucking time.
Yeah, man. Say your piece.
Like, what else is there to say about Sonic? It controls like some of the worst video games ever made. There is no redeeming quality to playing a Sonic video game. The only fun you can have with a fucking Sonic video game is watching somebody else suffer through it. And that is a demented, twisted frame of mind. Cody. Watching me play it.
Hey, I enjoy the game. I think it's. I don't. I
You're
shouldn't say
fucked
I enjoy
in the
it.
head.
I don't think it's bad. I don't enjoy it, but I don't think it's bad.
Here's what sick in the head.
This is not in our bottom 3. There is some garbage, like truly
Agreed.
poorly made garbage. So we can move it to the short list if that would satiate your. But it's not in the top 3 or bottom 3 here.
I agree. Cut it. Kyle's pouting. Do you want us to skip your turn?
No, do whatever you guys want.
It's not bad enough, man.
The chat, like, honestly, if the chows weren't in it, this would be the worst video game of the year. But the chows are in it, and chows are kind of cute. The chows are cute.
And cute. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
I hate that you have to
CHOU?
play the game to get them.
CHAO.
Oh, okay.
Like
yeah,
the Chow
chaos.
Gardens? Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
I'm gonna have to
All right,
kill
Kyle, you want
chaos.
to nominate something to cut, and then maybe we
Yeah.
can have the like,
a couple move overs?
Remaining.
yeah, because I mean we'll already be down to 7 games.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just
cut
move
one
those
more.
over.
Okay. You know, I went into this thinking Metal Dungeon might make it in the top 3, but then Cody started talking right before we were recording. And I don't know. And honestly, if I hadn't just bought Evolution on the Dreamcast, there's something about these early experimental 3D turn-based games that I'm fascinated with.
Exclusive too, because they're like
Yes.
trying to like lock in something to like
Right.
make something.
Yeah, Evolution on the back of the box says the first Dreamcast RPG. The first RPG on the Dreamcast or something is the selling point. And here's Metal Dungeon, which is exclusive to the Xbox. There's something about that I find fascinating. And again, like, and nobody here has played it, so it's hard to like make a determination on how like the actual balance of the progression works and all that stuff. We can only go off what we see from like video gameplay and like read of what other people are saying about it. It's certainly bad. People definitely say it is very bad. It looks like garbage. Like I don't know if it's a randomly generated dungeon, probably not. But like navigating the map, the frame rate is terrible, performance is awful, the environments are super dark and hard to see.
Yeah.
But they give you like a laser map overlay so you don't get lost, I guess. Instead of just making the environments look nice. But it is like a really slow, plodding pace, turn-based RPG. There's something about like the sci-fi element of it, like that early 2000s, like somewhat edgy sci-fi. There's something about Metal Dungeon where like I'm not ready to put the nail in the coffin for it. So I feel like we could probably cut that one because Metal Dungeon is one that I want to find a copy of and try it myself.
Yeah, that was like it's pretty similar to how I felt watching it. Where I was like, this doesn't look good, but it has enough of that late 90s Final Fantasy style to it, including like the blue menus.
Right.
That I was who knows?
Listen to the description here. The player's is a commander in charge of the cyborg enforcer teams sent into the dungeon to reclaim it.
CET.
The game featured 100 levels of randomly generated maps, the first 10 being the game's main story mode. The other 90 were extended play for players wanting to continue playing with their strong character.
Holy
Dear
shit.
Lord. That's a lot.
How much is a copy of Metal Dungeon? eBay. Metal Dungeon Xbox.
Do you have an original Xbox?
Oh yeah. Okay, complete in box. Oh, there's no manual in that one. Complete in box, $12. $10.
I mean, done.
Yeah.
You got to buy it as soon as we're done recording here.
Okay. Maybe we can stream it.
Price charting has 11.25 CIB average price.
Okay. So I'll make sure I don't spend more than that. I mean, I'll have to pay shipping, but maybe not. Maybe we'll get away with murder on that one. Maybe we can stream some Metal Dungeon, but we can cut it for now.
I'm not saying the quality of these two games are the same. I'm saying if you were at the age in which you played Xenosaga for the first time, but you played this, I could see you having a lot of reverence for something like this.
It would be my Dark Void for the Xbox.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So, okay.
That is my sickness, right? Your sickness is like getting off on watching people play Sonic. My sickness is like holding a flame for kind of middling to bad old video games that no one else ever talks about.
Hey, Castlevania 64 from the other night looked
surprisingly fine. Surprisingly fine. I'm eating crow on that one. I think on one of our previous games that suck or something, I talked bad about Castlevania 64, and I finally put my hands on it. And you know what? It's not good, but it's not crazy bad. It's interesting.
Do we want to move the rest of these just over to the short list, or
I think let's talk about the ones we haven't talked about, and then choose whether to keep them. So we can move Ice Age and Star Wars if you want to do that, Cody, and I can start with Antz Extreme Racing. Holy shit, we should keep Antz Extreme Racing.
I agree.
Holy shit. Let me look. Let me consult my notes. What did I wrote 3 things. I wrote hideous, controls are ass.
Yeah.
Sound effects are so annoying. Were the 3 notes that I took on Antz Extreme Racing.
It's really funny to me watching the gameplay. There are races where you're just running.
You're just running. Dude, there are races where you are just running against no one.
Yeah.
There aren't even other ants. You're just running.
That's what's so extreme about it, dude.
But it's also, there are other levels where you're racing, like you're flying a fly, and that's the buzzing. Like, it's so incessantly loud. But then there are other times where, like, you're driving like a little cart.
Yeah, or like you're riding a seed and doing a slalom down a slope, and it's running at approximately a frame a second.
I don't know, dude. That ant is running real fast.
I love the sound
much more than a
effect
frame a second
of them running. It's like,
dude.
And I just imagine they're
it's crazy. Why the fuck did they make this?
It's pretty extreme.
It is.
And why did they call it that?
You know why they made this. Because they could make it for $5.
But, like, this game came out 4 years after the movie, and the movie wasn't that popular. Yes, the movie came out in 1998.
Holy shit, I didn't know that. That's crazy.
How much did the Antz movie make? Okay, it grossed $170 million.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty
it had a
decent.
Stacked cast. I mean,
that's true.
It's just more because it went up against A Bug's Life and got decimated, but it still did okay. It was reasonably popular.
Wasn't it also
4 years after that movie?
Wasn't it also like edgier? Wasn't it like a more adult?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
It was bad. It wasn't a good movie.
Did they have an Antz kids TV show?
Oh,
No way.
No
way.
Why Antz was still relevant?
Right.
I don't think so.
No way.
No, there was no Antz TV show.
Why did it come out so far?
Did not spawn
after?
a TV series. Why did this game release 4 years later?
That's what I'm saying.
That makes this so much crazier.
Because it's not like they took 5 years to make this piece of shit.
No. This is a college kid's summer break. Wow.
It gives like, we bought the licensing rights and they're gonna expire.
Yeah.
And so we might as well. We were gonna release some other fucking kart racer. Let's just throw an Antz skin on top.
That's crazy.
So yeah, we're keeping that one.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Shadow Man Second Coming.
All right. The first Shadow Man, legendarily bad. The second Shadow Man, it's... All right, so we didn't keep Blade. Mm-hmm. We should keep Shadow Man because it plays very similarly to Blade, but it is worse in every way. It looks way worse. There is no good art in Shadow Man 2.
The name alone. I mean, the name alone.
The design of your character. Yeah. I know it's a sequel, but like... it's so unappealing.
Yeah.
This like awkward, gangly meat man
Well,
guy.
I will say in Shadow Man's defense, one thing I really appreciated about South of Midnight was the exploration of, black mysticism and Southern culture.
Right.
And Shadow Man is very much about like voodoo and like.
Okay.
I am going to venture a guess here. Perhaps not as respectfully as South of Midnight explores those ideas. That was going to be my question. Yeah.
Is there a level of authenticity to that?
I don't think so. I don't
Probably
believe
not.
So. Yeah. So Shadow Man Second Coming is going to stick around on the short list at the very least. It is rotten. It is rotten. Although I wonder, would I rather play the first one or the second one? Is an interesting question. I would probably rather play the second one.
Something to consider.
But we're not considering the first one.
Correct.
So
yeah, we're not.
If the second one is still bad,
yeah,
then it deserves.
There are on this long play video I'm looking at, about 4 hours and 40 minutes in, he goes to what is like a dark realm. And the terrain texture looks like they forgot to put the texture on it. It's just a checker pattern over the entire terrain. It's supposed to be like Dark World stuff, but it's just a checkerboard pattern. And it feels like they forgot to put in some assets. And it's a very large chunk of the mid game.
Yeah.
I see what you're talking about. Yeah.
And it's that for
he does have a flame
hours.
sword, which is kind of cool.
Flame sword is cool. I do like because he could dual wield like different weapons. That's neat. It controls like nothing you've ever played before, though.
I think it moves on for now, but I think
it might not make the 3.
Make it. Yes.
But it is.
But I think it moves on.
It's also like everything. All these environments are so dark. It's impossible to see anything either.
Yeah.
Like that's part of what makes the game hard is like not being able to know where you're supposed to go, what's interactable, where the enemies are, because it's all just so dark and muddy. Yeah, that game's no good.
Well, all right, let's talk
Shrek
about these other games.
Super
on here.
Party.
Yeah,
Man.
Shrek Super Party. It's a bad Mario Party, which is already bad.
Yeah.
And like, if you haven't seen gameplay, go look it up. They gave them big head mode. I don't know why.
That freaked me out when I saw that. Man,
it's
that's
terrifying.
Scary. Yeah. And this isn't Super Slam, which is Shrek Super Slam is not a great game, but certainly a better game than Super Party looks to be.
The thing that weirds me out the most is that Farquaad is already big head mode.
Sure.
Right. So making him more big head mode feels kind of weird.
Odd choice.
Feels weird.
I do a point to its positive. I like that you can be the executioner. That's fun.
Sure.
The guy who's like barely in the movie. I think that's a fun addition.
3! Pick 3, my lord! We watch Shrek a lot in this house.
Shrek is good.
Hell yeah.
The big head thing
think,
is
I don't know. Like, it's a bad Mario Party game made for little kids.
Right.
With some really shitty character designs. Like, I don't know that that's bad enough in a way that we care about for it to continue on.
Yeah, I don't
because
think so
I do think the next 2 games should stay.
Okay. I'll go ahead and kill Shrek.
Simpsons skateboarding. We talked about Simpsons wrestling.
Yeah.
In the last podcast, I believe, in 2001. Simpsons skateboarding overall is not as bad a game as Simpsons wrestling, but it is an atrociously bad skateboarding game.
Yeah.
It must
I
have
played this. It feels
feel
bad. I went into this expecting, because I don't think I played it when it came out, but I played it years later. I went into it expecting it to be a Tony Hawk clone.
No, we definitely rented this. We definitely rented this because I have also played it for sure.
And like, Simpsons, Tony Hawk, that sounds A-okay.
Yeah.
Put some like Simpsons Hit and Run in there with little side missions and stuff. That sounds like a good time. And that's just not at all what the game is.
No.
It's far more like, not all of it, but a lot of it is far more linear than you would expect, where like they give you a specific objective that you have to do. So it's not about doing a bunch of tricks and having fun. It's like, do this thing
while
you just happen to be in an environment where you're on a skateboard.
Yeah.
And
I'll
that
say it,
is
it
really
doesn't
lame.
look awful.
No,
It's got
it looks
enough
like
of a cartoony
it presents
look.
all
yeah,
right.
it looks like that era of Simpsons game. They all kind of look like this.
Yeah.
Well, not Simpsons Wrestling. Simpsons Wrestling looks
Well, that was before. That's the
significantly
prior
worse.
generation. All the PS2, Xbox 360 or
fair enough.
GameCube era look like this.
Yeah. But yeah, I think this is among the worst Simpsons games, certainly that I have played at least. But yeah, the skateboarding feels bad.
Yeah.
You don't even do that much cool stuff on your skateboard, and it's boring. Like, it's kind of a boring game, which you would a Simpsons skateboarding game would not expect that.
I feel like if you don't have at least at a minimum like interesting levels and a good soundtrack, any skateboarding game is just sort of like
I will say this.
The UI feels placeholder.
The Kent Brockman narration, like voiceover announcer stuff, is good. He repeats himself a ton.
Yeah, they didn't record very many lines, but
Yeah, like you can't totally fault them for that, but it does suck. But that part, that's like probably the best part of the game. There are a lot of funny. It's very funny to hear Kent Brockman like, wow, nice 50-50 grind into an ollie. Like it makes no sense for that. That part of it's fun.
Right. Like a newscaster talking over like the X Games.
Total aside, we didn't end up keeping this game, but originally in the long list we had a game, Outlaw Golf, which we cut because it's not that offensively bad of a golf game. It's mostly just cringe personality. But I learned as we were researching this, Steve Carell is one of the voiceover announcers in that game. They have like 2 golf announcers, and Steve Carell is one of them.
Interesting.
Which is hilarious to me.
Huh. Okay.
so we'll
Anyway,
keep
Simpsons
some
skateboarding I think we
songs
should
on
keep.
there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And our last game, Sneakers.
Yeah, this is an easy advance for me.
Yeah.
Yes.
This looks pretty objectionably bad.
Yeah. You play as a mouse who's leading other mice around.
Which sounds positive.
Yeah. Big Stuart Little energy. They're all like wearing cute little shirts and stuff. But the game, it's a 3-dimensional video game, as many games are. But the camera is from the side, like a side scroller, except you can still move around the environment in 3D. So it's you kind of alternate between getting a side view of your camera moving through a 3-dimensional space, which is fucking crazy. And then also like doing like a little behind the shoulder, like looking around at stuff to like interact with things.
The regular movement is a little like chess, where like you move on a plane and like you select like, do I want to move forward and then over as you're running? Like you move on a 2D plane and then you choose to like.
Yeah,
it's
it
very
doesn't look
bizarre.
like that you have free.
Yes, it's not free 3D movement. You move in 2D
moving
on
in one
3D
direction.
planes.
Yeah, I
in a
see.
3D
You're right.
space.
Yeah. You're like on a Mario Party board picking, I'm going to go left here, I'm going to go right here.
Yes.
And it's going to proceed for a while.
Which is
Directions.
bad.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's there's like a little bit of Lemmings to it too, where like you want to keep all the rats alive or whatever with you.
Yeah. You're
Or sorry, you want to keep the
rats.
mice safe, but you're trying to kill the rats. The rivalry, tale as old as time, mice v rats.
And did you say that this was did you mention that this was a Toys R Us exclusive?
No, I did not.
That's just a funny anecdote.
Yeah.
Not only an Xbox exclusive game, but you could only buy this at Toys R Us.
That's crazy.
Which is hilarious.
How much is a copy of Sneakers?
Well, Toys R Us is closed, so you can't get one.
So it's going to be very rare. That's what you're saying. Waiting with bated breath.
Sneakers, Xbox game. $15, $18, $10, $13. There are cheap options
Add
out
it
there.
to the list.
No. I'm not gonna.
So you'll go get Metal Dungeon, but not Sneakers. Come on, man.
Yeah, because I'm interested in Metal Dungeon. I'm not interested.
But you bought
in
plenty
Sneakers.
of bad video games before.
Yeah, look, I
bought Cyberdeck.
Yeah, whatever wins, or like, it depends on what's in the top 3. If Sneakers is in the top 3, I'll have to consider it. Or sorry, bottom.
Fair
3.
enough. We're keeping Sneakers.
Okay.
And then I don't want to get ahead of ourselves here, but Sneakers should be in the bottom 3.
Fuck.
Ants should be in the bottom 3.
Fuck.
And then we should decide between Ice Age and Star Wars for the other third spot. I don't think Shadow Man makes it, and I don't think Simpsons Skateboarding makes it, now that I look at all the games. But I shouldn't jump ahead for the audio listeners. Kyle, do you want to read the games
so
we have
our
on the
current short list, we went from 13 down to 6. We currently have Ice Age on the Game Boy Advance, Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones on the Game Boy Advance, Antz Extreme Racing, Shadow Man 2 Ekand Coming, Simpsons Skateboarding, and Sneakers.
Yeah, I think Sneakers and Ants gotta be on there.
Yes, I agree. And I think you're right that the other choice should be between the 2 Game Boy Advance games.
Yeah.
And I think that's
like,
gotta be Ice Age.
I think Ice Age is worse, but I care more about Attack of the Clones.
Yeah, for sure.
I like Ice Age, and I liked Ice Age. I never played Ice Age. I played Attack of the Clones. And it was quite bad.
I think Ice Age looks just so bad.
It does look real bad. The Sid character
Offensive.
model.
Yeah, looks so bad.
It reminds me of that Men in Black Game Boy game, where like they're barely representative of people. The pixel masses.
But that was kind of that was like literally pixels. This is at least there are character models.
Yeah, it's the next generation of that shitty kind of art.
Right. That's
fair. To Star Wars' credit, at least
the animations
they
are
tried
good
with the characters.
I find the animations unappealing.
Yeah.
It's interesting that they're so fluid, but it looks bad in the context of what you're doing.
But there's more effort there.
There's something.
And
there's
like they did the driving sequences, even though those are terrible. Like they had ideas.
Terrible,
though.
You're not going first person riding on Manny.
Yeah, this Ice Age game. That would make the game way better.
Play as the baby.
Yeah.
Also,
baby.
Is the what's his name? Where's the baby? There
Diego.
Is he even in this?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I mean, I didn't see him in the gameplay. It was just Manny and Sid. Oh, and the shit is Sid is so bad. Because he gets more of the platforming, and then you're like, whenever I was like scrolling through, the Manny stuff was always a boss battle against the like turtle looking thing, which just looked horrendous. But the Sid platforming was on another level.
Yeah, Diego's just not in this game. He's just not in this.
Yeah, right. They couldn't draw him with their 8-bit palette.
They didn't have enough time.
All right, so Antz Extreme Racing, Sneakers, and Ice Age are our bottom 3.
So here's my question though. Like Ice Age is clearly a worse video game. To Shay's point, we maybe care about the Star Wars one more. It feels like it does have a point of view that Ice Age does not. That point of view is bad and they execute on it poorly. Does that make it actually worse than Ice Age? Because for me, I tend to look on that more favorably.
Right.
I don't know how the two of you feel. Like if a game's at least trying ideas, even if they fail at them, I do think that makes it better than a game that like has no ideas.
100%.
Yes.
Because
100%.
it's not like Ice Age had no ideas and was okay.
Right.
It had no ideas and was bad.
Was bad. Okay.
Yeah, I'm okay with keeping Ice Age over Star Wars.
Okay. So bottom 3 right now are Antz Extreme Racing, Sneakers, and Ice Age. We need to put them in order.
Are they in order?
I think Ice Age is definitely at 3.
Yeah.
I think Ice Age is 3.
I think we need to talk about Sneakers versus Antz.
Yeah.
If I'm thinking about which one I would rather play, I would rather play Antz Extreme Racing.
100%.
I do not.
I think that's also
Sneakers.
because of the simplicity of it and like the frame of reference of it's just like
that's what I was going to bring up.
Right.
Is sort of what you were just saying with Star Wars. Sneakers is trying something.
Is it though?
Is it though?
Is it?
It really, to me, it reads like a really bad 3D Flash game.
It also just doesn't look like what is the loop?
Yeah, like what is the actual video
I could
game?
not identify what you're actually doing.
Yeah, like you're trying to find all the rats and kill them, but like I don't are you supposed to know where they are, or you just are searching, or because it's just like it's counting down the number of rats in each area as you get rid of them.
Yeah.
Does the Wikipedia page
Yes.
elucidate
So
any
in
of that?
Sneakers, the player leads a group of mice to locate and battle the 4 squads of enemies in a stage. Gameplay in Sneakers takes place across 2 phases. In the search phase, the player moves in a linear direction around various areas to hunt for enemies within a time limit. Players are able to choose a direction at certain points where their path splits and can climb and jump across certain gaps. Navigation is assisted by the game's stage map, which allows the players to identify visited and unvisited areas and the location and number of enemy squads. When the player identifies an enemy scout is nearby, the player can press a button to enter the check mode. To move a cursor with the thumbstick to select a scout or interact with items a scout is hiding in to reveal them. The player may encounter obstacles that prevent them from moving, requiring them to interact with items or solve puzzles to progress.
Got it. Okay.
Once you identify them, there's beat 'em up combat, apparently.
Oh,
Yes.
I didn't even.
I'm watching
see
some of that right now. It looks pretty bad. You like lock on in order to get around the like 2D planar movement. You can lock on, and then he just like jitters on a diagonal to the enemy. Yeah, I think Sneakers. I think Sneakers is the worst.
This looks like
It looks-
garbo.
I'm shocked.
I'm
shocked.
It turns into Mountain Blade all of a sudden, where like these two enemy lines charge at each other.
What are you in this world of long play?
Yes, I'm at 1 hour 40
what time?
minutes.
1 hour 40. All right, let me take a look.
Oh man,
Oh,
and all these
no.
items that
Oh,
they're
no, this
dropping
is
are
it.
just
Come on,
like
this is
clip
it.
art.
Yeah,
This is it.
this is the worst game.
This is worse than Antz Racing, 100%.
Yes.
Yeah, Antz Racing is hilarious.
Yes.
Sorry,
Yes.
Antz Extreme Racing.
Sorry,
It's hilarious.
sorry. Yeah. Let's put some respect on that name.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, the worst 3 video games. Party Select's worst 3 video games of 2002. In the 3rd spot, Ice Age for the Game Boy Advance. The 2nd spot, Antz Extreme Racing. And the worst video game of 2002 is the Toy Story Toys R Us. Toys R Us. Wow, could not pull that one out of my ass to save my life. The Toys R Us exclusive Sneakers.
Congrats to Xbox.
I should cut this all out and redo that whole thing.
Which means Kyle's buying a copy of Sneakers.
Fuck me, dude.
Hell yeah, dude.
I don't want to have to buy Metal Dungeon and Sneakers.
Get Metal Dungeon for your own pleasure.
Yeah.
And then you got to get Sneakers and Antz Extreme Racing.
Yeah.
For our pleasure.
I could get Ice Age because I can
No.
stream carts with my analog on my analog pocket dock.
You do you. But I think Sneakers and Antz Extreme Racing would be fun ones. Maybe we can do like a combo stream if you want to get all 3.
Yeah.
Although that probably might be tough to like set up, but we can talk about
No,
that. Off pod.
I got switchers, baby. It's all one setup for me. I'm a pro.
Hell yeah.
By pro, I mean freak. Hey, watchers, thank you for watching. Listeners, thank you for listening to this star-studded, incredible podcast. We are not the stars. The stars are the really bad video games. Hey, let us know what you think about our ratings. Let us know what you think about these bad video games. Were there any video games we missed? As Shay alluded to earlier, we did have some more that we ended up cutting just for time, and also they didn't feel bad enough. But maybe you feel differently. Let us know in the comments, or send us an email at Shay.
partyselectpod@gmail.com.
You heard it from me first. partyselectpod@gmail.com. Shay.
We just need to get a clip of you saying it, and we can just like insert that. Just like put your hand over your mouth.
Yeah. Or no, I'll
Send
keep
us
my
an
mouth
email
open.
to partyselectpod@gmail.com.
I'll just like flap my jaw like. Shay, thanks for joining. This was fun. It was a good time.
Yeah.
Cody. Also, thank you for joining. I got you. Thought I was going to do something different. No. It's equal treatment here. Party Select Podcast. And you, all at home, thank you. And join us. What's our next piece of content?
Who cares, man?
You're
The
right.
next one you see.
Subscribe to the YouTube channel.
And you'll
follow
find out.
the podcast wherever you get your podcasts, and you'll see our shit. Like,
We do
you
a
know?
flagship podcast.
I don't know why I copped an attitude all of a sudden.
We do a flagship podcast the first Monday of every month where we talk about current video game stuff we're playing, stuff going on in the industry, talking about a lot of video games because there's interesting stuff happening there. There's also interesting stuff happening in the past, so join us in future months as we continue our process through the best and worst games of every year. Thank you all. And I guess peace out. Bye. Goodbye. Adios.